Welcome to GKey Solutions Private Limited.
SQL Server Database, Real-Time Interview Questions and Answers. Question number 55. The difference between set statistics IO, time on and execution plan in SQL Server Database. In this session, we are going to discuss about the difference between set statistics IO, time on and execution plans in SQL Server Database. Both set statistics IO, time on and execution plans are used to measure query performance, but they give different kinds of insights. Here is a clear difference. Set statistics IO, time on, what it does? It shows numeric performance metrics for your query. There are two main outputs you're going to see, that is IO stats, that gives you logical reads, physical reads, how many pages SQL Server read. And coming to the next point, that time stats, it gives you CPU time and elapsed time of execution duration. For example, if you set the statistics IO time on for a query like select a customer name, sum of quantity from sales, group by customer name, set the statistics IO time off. You are offing the statistics here. Coming to the output of this query, by setting the statistics, you will see table, that is sales, scan count, logical reads and physical reads, and the SQL execution times, that is CPU time and elapsed time. And it is best for comparing before and after performance. That means once you identify there are bottlenecks in the query, if you add something like index, and after adding the index, if you check the stats again, you'll see the difference for before and after performance tuned query. And it is also used to measure the query cost numerically. We can see the query cost numerically. And the next concept, that is execution plan, what it does? It shows a visual representation of how SQL Server executes the query. It displays operators like table scan, index seek, nested loops, etc. in the execution plan. We have discussed the table scan, index scan and index seek in the previous classes. And also execution plan shows estimated or actual cost percentage per operation. For example, in SSMS, if you click on display estimated execution plan or control M and run, if you select like customer name, sum of quantity from sales, same query if you are running again, and you will see the graphical plan with which indexes are used, which steps are most expensive, that is cost percentage, and type of a scan or a seek performed. Best for it is like execution plan is best for understanding query flow and finding bottlenecks and expensive operations what are happening, and identifying the missing indexes. And coming to the summary and the differences between set statistics IO, time and execution plan, we'll discuss about the purpose first. For statistics, it gives numeric performance data, whereas execution plan gives or shows visual step-by-step execution. Coming to the output type for the stats, it is a text, logical read, CPU time, duration, these things are going to be shown for the stat. And coming to the execution plan, it is a graphical plan or XML or text that you are going to see for execution plan. Coming to the focus of stats, how much work SQL Server did, we can see in the stats. Whereas coming to the execution plan, how SQL Server did the work and what are the different steps of work happened and how much cost it got. That these information that we are going to see in SQL, like execution plan in SQL Server database. And best use. Coming to the stats, compare performance impact before and after optimization. If you like see the query before optimization, it will give you some stats, and once you optimize the query, and if you see, and it will give you the different stats. And coming to the execution plan, find missing indexes, joins and costly operations. Here we can just see the indexes, joins and costly, what are the different operations which are happening on the particular query you are executing in the SSMS. Coming to the use cases for set statistics, it is a benchmarking queries we can use for set statistics IO, time. And coming to the execution plan, to troubleshooting and tuning the query, we are going to use the execution plan. Let's see these things practically in SSMS. And coming to the simple analogy that set statistics IO comma time. It is like stopwatch plus page counter, how long and how much work have been done. These things we can see for the stats. Whereas coming to the execution plan, Google Maps, it is like a Google Map route, exact path SQL Server took to get the data. In this way, the stats and execution plans are differ in their functionality. Let's see practically these things in SSMS. We are at SSMS, that is called SQL Server Management Studio, and we are at demo at GKey database. Here we are going to create a table called sales. First we are going to drop it, right? Because if the same name is existing, then we can drop the table and we do the things from the beginning. We are creating the table here and we are inserting these 1000 records by using the while loop. Table got created, and let's check with the stats. Here we are setting statistics IO comma time on, and we are offing it here, and we are writing a query, that is select customer name comma sum of quantity from sales group by customer name. Just execute it. The results it is showing. That is coming to the messages. Here it is show the stats here. For example, here 50 rows got affected. Coming to the table, that is sales, scan count is 1, logical reads are 11, physical reads are 0, something like that. This kind of information you are going to see. And the SQL Server execution plan also, here CPU time is 0 microseconds, whereas elapsed time is 0 microseconds. Why? Because I have ran this query before, that's why it has given the 00 here. And coming to the next execution plan, what it does, execution plan always see the stats we check after creating the index. Okay, we are creating the non-clustered index on the stats. If you check the same query with the stats now it is creating, see, logical reads or something have been changed, and the count, these things will be changing based on the performance that you have done on the query. And coming to the execution plan, that is, we can see what happened on a particular, for example, you are selecting this query, just select the execution plan here. See here, these are the different steps happened. For example, for stream aggregate things, it costs 0%, for sorting 54%, and for compute scalar 0%, and clustered index, we have created the primary key on a table here, and it has created the clustered index. That means it is a table scan. What are the different steps, and what is the different types of cost happened in different steps, it is going to show you. Just show you what happened on a query, what you can take for the performance tuning. Whereas coming to the statistics, it is going to show you the cost of the query, how much cost it took. Once you tune the query, what is the cost it is we are going to get, that kind of things we are going to see in the stats. Whereas coming to the execution plan, you'll see what are the different steps happened, and each step how much time it is taking for the SSMS. These are the main difference between set statistics on and execution plan. Thank you. Stay connected with GKey IT solutions on all your favorite platforms. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest content. Join the GKey community and grow your IT career with us.